Hello, everyone, and welcome back. I want to introduce you to Daryl, and he's going to talk about a roadmap to cybersecurity. Where do I start?
All right, thank you, Francesca. Good afternoon. My name is Daryl Brooks, and I live in the Washington, D.C. metropolitan area, and I work for the Cybersecurity Infrastructure Security Agency under DHS. So first, I wanted to share my experience and how I got into tech and cybersecurity, just so everyone knows where I'm coming from and may find parts of my story that it can relate to. I wanted to start off. Well, I started off as a college student majoring in business administration, but not knowing really what I wanted to major in school. During the beginning of my sophomore year, I saw an ad on campus for student workers in the academic computing office. I thought to myself that I always liked technology, but I wasn't sure if I knew enough about it and how it works to realistically, get hired into a position there. And to my surprise, they hired me. So from there, I learned how to help my fellow schoolmates set up computers and email accounts, troubleshoot problems in various computer labs around campus, and shadow the technicians as they fix more advanced hardware issues. During my senior year, I moved on to work at a help desk for a contractor that set up shop on my college campus. In the summers in between this time, I interned with two federal agencies where I got a great exposure to the networking side of tech. By the time I was ready to graduate, I knew I wanted to work in the technology field and within the federal government, but not sure doing what. The big buzz back then was security. Security is the future, information security, and just kind of aging myself a bit here. This was before the term cybersecurity was widely used. So think the early 2000s. So I decided to keep my higher education journey going and enroll at a fairly new master's in information security management program at a college near my family's home. This was probably one of the best decisions that I made. In addition to all the infosec knowledge that I gained for the next 2 years, I managed to save money by living at home with my parents. I gained access to more federal internships and entry level jobs due to being located in the DC metropolitan area. During my last a year of graduate school, I met with representatives from the agency that I would be employed with for the next 12 years, the Social Security Administration. Originally, my role there wasn't cyber related, but my immediate supervisor really took notice of the level of effort that I was putting into earning certifications and eventually expanded my role to a supporting security officer for our branch and also allowed me to participate in security related details within SSA's Office of Information Security. So after years of networking, I was eventually introduced to and interviewed by a hiring manager at CISA. To this day, I'm still shocked that I was extended an opportunity to work there, and I've been working at CISA now for 4.5 years. My current position deals more with the governance side of cybersecurity, where I help track the cybersecurity division's progress of its annual operating measures against the agency's overall strategic goals. I'm working towards pivoting into something a bit more technical, specifically in vulnerability management. I'm currently studying to obtain INE's EJ PT, which is a junior penetration testing certification, and have recently started a YouTube channel to showcase my hands-on cyber skills to help me reach my goal. So that is my story, but I don't want any advice that I give to be completely anecdotal. A question that I'm often asked by people looking to get into cybersecurity is which matters more, education, certifications, or experience? And my answer to that is yes. It all matters. While I was fortunate enough to have a bit of all three, I didn't have access to nearly the amount of resources that entry level professionals have today. I've tinkered around with some of these and have managed to come up with a roadmap that I think would at least be helpful for new professionals to land their first opportunity in cybersecurity. What I'm about to share is starting from the assumption that I'm talking to somebody not currently enrolled in or not looking to enroll in a cybersecurity degree program. This is because a lot of cybersecurity degree programs now already have a lot of what I'm about to share already built into their curriculums. However, there's still a lot of information here that anyone interested in the field can use. So if you could share that PDF that I provided. All right, thank you. So, regardless of what areas of cyber you may want to specialize in, I would recommend building a solid base of knowledge of the overall arena. There are several methods to doing so. So, either the Google Cybersecurity Professional Certificate or IBM Cybersecurity Analyst Professional Certificate. Both programs are self-paced courses that consist of a mix of videos, reading, quizzes, and hands-on projects to help equip people from non-technical backgrounds with foundational cybersecurity knowledge. It's offered on Coursera's platform, which requires a subscription of $50 a month. And honestly, for what you get for these programs, that's a pretty fair price. So I've completed both of them, and I can tell you that it definitely goes into to depth. And I would say coming out of there, you should have definitely some foundational knowledge, maybe even an idea of some things you may want to do in cybersecurity. And again, there's some hands-on projects that you can work on and speak to and include on your resume after finishing up these courses. And a couple of platforms that you can use to get some hands-on experience performing cybersecurity tasks are TryHackMe and Hack the Box. I believe both have free membership tiers and a low cost paid membership tier. They are designed to help people with varying backgrounds of experience to learn more about and gain experience in cyber. TryHackMe has a recommended learning path based on background and experience. So again, these are great platforms to use if you wanted to really gain hands-on experience, or some of those things when pursuing the certifications. If you want to marry that with actual skills that you put to test, but you haven't been able to land that job opportunity yet, well, you can still give yourself that experience by going through these labs and even blogging about it, vlogging about it, showing yourself doing it, and creating a nice portfolio for yourself of work. Again, this is going to help show that the certifications are proving that you have that body of knowledge, and also the results of your hands-on work is going to show that you're actually capable of doing the work. All right, so they're gonna move on to certification, the certification portion of this roadmap. Once you've done a few of these things that I've already stated, I'd recommend pursuing the ISC squared certified in cybersecurity certification, and then CompTIA Security Plus certification. So this cybersecurity and certified cybersecurity, short for that is CC. The CC certification and training, I believe, is free. I don't quote me on that. There was once upon a time where both the training and the certification were free. I'm not sure if it's just the training now that's free or both the certification and the training is free. But if it isn't free, it's probably to sit for the exam is probably at a low price, so it's still worth pursuing. And then the Security Plus is the industry standard when it comes to foundational cybersecurity certification. So that's kind of like the gold standard when showing employers that you have that foundational fundamental knowledge, and that's a certification that exemplifies that. Um, I'd recommend getting both because the CC certification comes from a highly respected industry vendor, which I see ISC squared. They're the CISSP folks. So you would be getting a foundational certification from the same people that have created and write the CISSP exam. Um, um, and and it should do a great job in building your confidence and reducing your study time for the CompTIA Security Plus. So once you go through that training and sit for that exam, going for the CompTIA Security Plus shouldn't be as big of a deal because they cover a lot of there's a lot of crossover as far as the domains of security that they cover. Also, I believe if you complete the Google Cybersecurity or Professional Certificate Program, you'll be eligible for a discounted exam voucher for the CompTIA Security Plus. So I know that was the case when I went through the course last year. That was something that they were offering was a discounted voucher. And then also they offer a dual credential if you manage to complete the course and get your Security Plus certification. I think the site is called Credly, where they keep all your badges and things. I think if it picks up that you have both the Security Plus badge and then the Google cybersecurity graduation badge, they'll send you a dual credential badge to show that you completed both, which is a neat little thing. And also the IBM cybersecurity certificate program specifically prepares you for the ISC ISC squared CC certification. So that's another layer of training that you'll have on top of what you'll get in pursuing ISC squares foundational certification. So for those that may already know that they want to get into a more hardware related specialty, then I would recommend pursuing the CompTIA A plus and the network plus before the security plus to gain a foundational understanding of hardware fundamentals. So it's a lot of people now are saying nowadays that, oh, bypass the A plus, mainly the A plus, and I would say it all matters on which domain of security you're looking to get into. If you know you're going to be dealing with a lot of hardware or even um, uh, operating system troubleshooting, I would still say to start with the A plus certification because it's going to cover all that and equip you and test your knowledge on that and prove that you do have knowledge with that. Similarly, for those that already know that they want to specialize in, let's say, network security, then either start with the CompTIA Network Plus or the Cisco CCNA before the Security Plus for an understanding of networking fundamentals. And I would just say, just overall, even if not immediately, even if you don't want to go into something network related, I would still say to at least get some foundational networking certification, again, because having a fundamental understanding of of ports, wireless protocols, different devices, intermediary devices used across the network and how data is passed through those, that's going to be very important in your career in cyber. All right, lastly, part of the roadmap that I want to share is the employment part. So I would say don't put a lot of pressure on yourself, and that the first job that you land has to absolutely be a cyber role. While applying directly to cyber job announcements, also apply to those that are cyber adjacent. And when I say cyber adjacent, I mean jobs that has some element of security that you can build on you could build future opportunities on, or one where you can easily pivot to a cyber role. So, for example, help desk, system administration, network specialist, excuse me, etc. Consider roles as well that may be non-technical, but get you in proximity to the type of work that you eventually want to do and professionals that you want to emulate. So again, so this could be some type of support role, non-technical, but again, I've always been a big supporter of getting in proximity of and being able to get in the same room as folks that do the type of work that you want to do. The closer in proximity that you are, even if you're not there yet, the closer you are to being there, because the more you're going to start networking, the more people are going to be able to feel comfortable with your work and feel comfortable with your competence. the higher the opportunity that that they may look to move you into a different, more technical role. Also, document all of your accomplishments, and especially any professional or hands-on security-related projects that you may have completed. This can be done in the form of blogs, where you detail step by step on how you perform the task or solve the problem, or it could be a video showing yourself in action. This is what I'm currently doing at the moment, and I'm planning to save my projects in a GitHub repository for prospective employers to view. So this is what I meant about building that type of portfolio for yourself, because it's bigger than just certification. Now, certifications show that you have the knowledge base, but what building this portfolio of labs and blogs or shown work, this is really what's going to show your skills and what's going to show employers that you have the capability of doing a job and not just the knowledge of the field in itself. So this is especially important for federal employees or anyone interested in federal employment due to the new two-page resume requirement that went into effect today. So now you can just add a link to your resume for hiring managers to explore. And I would say long term, don't pigeonhole yourself into just one skill set. You do want to have your primary specialization, but you should also strive to create a secondary one as well. So for instance, why I am CISSP certified, I've also have worked on small projects, and I have obtained my PMP. So again, I've created that secondary skill set for myself. So just because my primary is cybersecurity, at any point, if I want to pivot to something project management related, I could. Um, and so again, like I just stated, something you can either always pivot to if you become unemployed, which is the unfortunate reality of now with how the job market is, or you want to make a little extra income on the side with that secondary skill set, or add versatility to your overall portfolio of talent. So when you're working at any type of role or job, that employer can then know that you're multi-talented and can use you for more projects, and you build more of that portfolio, build more of that experience up. And again, it makes you more of a versatile employee, and a better asset to anybody's organization that you join. So that's mainly the gist of the roadmap that I have for everyone today. I'm not sure if we're going to be taking questions.
Hi, thank you so much. Yeah, we're taking questions. Is the certificate requirement different in public versus private sector? Is the first question.
So it's not necessarily when you say a requirement, I'm guessing anything that I share here today, it's prescriptive. It's not saying that you absolutely have to get it. But I would recommend it across all sectors, because it's not necessarily that you're taking these certificate programs as a means to get into the front door, meaning that you're showing it on your resume, and that's going to get you the job. The point of it is to equip you with that foundational knowledge, so that the knowledge that you gain from that's going to help you as far as land a job, and your ability then to communicate that knowledge and display it when you're doing hands-on activities. So that's neutral, that's sector neutral, as far as what you gain from those certificate programs.
Thank you. And are there certain personality traits or soft skills that you believe are particularly well suited for a career in cybersecurity?
Yeah, so I would say personality traits is definitely patience, and long suffering, because you're going to need patience as far as knowing how to stick with a problem long enough to resolve it, and then long patience because again the variety of problems and depending on what role you're in, if you need if you're like a SOC analyst for example, well you could get some days you could get slammed with a bunch of different warnings, bunch of different tickets, and you're going to need a lot to be able to endure that. So it just all depends on the position. And then some soft skills I would say is adaptability, being able to adapt to different situations, different scenarios. Some days may be more busy than others, or depending on what area of cybersecurity you pivot to. Um, just understanding that some areas are more rigorous than others, and just being able to adapt to varying situations. And see, another soft skill I would say is communication. Being able to take a highly technical, something highly technical given to you, maybe by someone in a more technical role, and then being able to understand what they're telling you and translating that to someone non-technical on a high level role, so they can then be able to make the best decisions when we're talking about something risk related or security posture related. You'll be able to easily convey that technical information to those decision makers to then move forward in any sort of changes they need to make.
Thank you so much for your session today. We're going to go into the next session and
Oh, thank
hopefully
you for having me.
a lot. Thank you.
All
Hopefully,
right.
thank you.
All right.